guys, welcome back to the Smitty and Dee show. Of course, I am Toni Dee, and in the studio we have a actual friend to the show I've known for many, many years, and you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised and a little bit happy, actually. I think so. First off, she is the Department of Justice attorney, or one of them. She is the first African-American JAG to be colonel in the DC Guard. Also, she's the CEO and founder of Apparent Miracles. And, you know, she's got this thing called Beauty and the Beach. It's popping. It's really popping, guys. You might want to go check that out. But she's also a mother, a wife, a mother of three, a wife, an amazing human being. And I am so happy to call her friend. Welcome to the studio, Melanie Williams. How are you?
Fine,
I had to do that. I do that all the time. How are you, friend?
Man, I am fantastic.
You look good.
You look better.
Oh, well, we look good together, girl. We're going to tear it up today.
Hey.
You've done a lot of work. Like, you've done a lot of stuff in your life. Like, the first this, first that. Like, the fact that I even know you is amazing.
Oh, man. Back at you.
I'm excited for everything else that you're getting ready to do. But let's start off with motherhood before I get into the real deal business. What is it like? You know, how do you balance all this other stuff that you're doing and still be a mom?
Oh, my goodness. That's a great question. I think a question all mothers are still trying to answer.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'll ever find that correct balancing act or that equilibrium we're hoping for. But we just do the best we can. You know, as moms, we get up every day and we hope and pray that what we're doing is right, that we get it right. And somehow it turns out that our kids turn out to be pretty well. So I give them a lot of credit for all of the work that I put in because they give it back to me. And I have three beautiful, amazing girls.
Yes, she does. Yeah. So, quick question. This is a real question. Did you ever feel like you weren't giving enough to your family, or did you ever feel like you were splitting yourself too thin? Or,
yes.
Okay. Is that sharing yourself, spreading yourself too thin? But you said yes.
Yes, and I'm doing the head and everything. I mean, it was really a low point because I was really splitting myself into too many different places, and it was showing really badly.
Yeah.
And my girls were in middle school. One of my daughters was in middle school, and that's a very critical age. Any parent.
Yes, it is.
Watch them when they go to middle school, because that's a
when things
transitional
change.
point.
Yeah.
Big time. The hormones start raging. They start noticing themselves and feeling themselves. And I just wasn't present like I needed to be.
Yeah.
But fortunately, there's mercy for mistakes.
What was it
and
like?
Parenting grace.
And parenting grace.
Yes.
You hear that, Brooke?
Yes.
So what was it like being the first African-American female JAG colonel in the DC Guard?
It was, amazing, something I didn't even know was possible. And what I mean by that was I was, in the DC Guard and just doing my thing. And I didn't even realize I was being overlooked. And there were people that were on the watch, on the wall, looking out for me. And when they found out that I had not been promoted or placed in the position to be considered for promotion, they said, "Oh, really? Okay. Let's see about that." That was in July of 2015. In October 2015, I got a call.
I've known you that long?
Yes.
What? Wow. Okay.
So I get a call in October, and I'm told, I'm sitting in my couch in Georgia, and I'm told to be in D.C. The next week with my family and to be ready to accept command and get my packet in for colonel.
Wow.
And so I put the packet in November that year, and fast forward to April 2016, I got confirmation, and I'm so proud of this. Senator John McCain signed my confirmation.
Oh.
But it was because there were people that looked out for me.
Yeah.
And I would love to shout them out.
Yeah, sure.
Because there are people in your life who are mentors, but then there are people who are sponsors. Mentors are the one that give you advice and, give you that phone call or, and they're good. We need those. But then there are people who are sponsors who are action driven.
Yeah.
So not only do they give you the advice, but they go make it happen.
Yeah.
They open a door and they make sure you walk through that door.
Wow.
And that you leave that door open for the next people.
Do you think you're more of a sponsor, or do you think you're more of a mentor? Or both?
I like to be both. I'm aspiring to be a sponsor, definitely a mentor. And I think you will have to ask the people that I am in relationship with as mentees whether they feel they're being sponsored. But that is definitely my goal, So,
I love it.
yeah.
So you used to be a prosecutor, or I guess you still are a
Yeah,
prosecutor.
we're all called prosecutors.
So how does this work? Like, have your eyes been opened since, becoming a prosecutor in your past, I guess, work about the relationship between the law and Black men?
Yeah, I think because, we all are on the side of justice, regardless of who we are and our backgrounds. I think you have your own set of experiences that you bring to the table with any career, with any job. I think for me, it helps me to make sure that I see justice to the end for that person, for African American men, for whoever's in that seat. And so it does help me because I have relatives and I see what happens to family members.
Yeah.
To make sure that justice is served and it's swift.
Right. What do you think is the issue, though? And how do we protect Black men? Because, they're being prosecuted a lot. How do we protect them?
Yeah, I think what you have to do is you have to just make sure that we start them before they get to that point where they need a lawyer or that they're facing criminal prosecution or any sort of action. And that is with the mentoring, with the sponsoring.
Yeah.
You got to grab our kids before a gang grabs them.
Yeah.
Because they're just looking for a family. It's all about who they see, who they want to emulate, who's pouring into them first. They said that they build jails based on fourth grade population reading level. So if you aren't able to read, those numbers of people that aren't able to read by fourth grade, that's the projection that they use to build the institution. So you got to start early.
What? Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Fourth grade?
Fourth grade. Reading.
Yes. So you're saying that if these kids are failing in reading, we know they're going to be future inmates.
Yes. If you don't put them on the right path to success. Because why aren't they reading?
Wow.
You have to look at, are they getting the help they need at home? Are they in the right schools? What's contributing to that illiteracy for not being able to read?
Wow, you just blew my mind with that one.
Yeah.
Marriage, how does it work in your life? You got any good advice? Because you've been married for a while.
Yes, shout out to my boo. Husband, Rodney.
Not the boo.
And we met in the military, so the military has brought all kinds of wonderful things to us. 28 years in, he's still the best man I've ever met.
Aww.
I didn't say he was perfect. I still love you, honey. But I'm not perfect either, and so we make it work. He understands that I have a lot of dreams, and so he's very supportive of them. And he's the kind of guy who really loves our girls. He's just such a family man, and so that really makes a big difference. And with us, we have to make sure that we spend time, intentionally, because you don't want to be in a marriage where you're like railroad tracks, just kind of going side by side. You end up in the same place, but have you really been together or connected? Yeah.
That's deep. That's really deep.
So.
How are you managing self-care with your career? Because a lot of us now, we're all about self-care. But is this a priority for you?
It should be.
It should be, but it's not. She's telling the truth, guys. You heard it here first.
And you know me, I get so much passion in what I'm doing, and so somebody said, if you enjoy something you're doing, you'll never work another day in your life. And so for me, my passion is what I do with my nonprofit, helping single working parents. So, that's my self-care.
That's your self-care.
And then being with my friends, going to dinner, just hanging out.
She has a pretty fabulous life, guys. I see it all the time. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, I love it. So going to your love, which is your nonprofit, let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
What made you start it? What's going on? How long has it been out there? Because I know about it. But a lot of people, I'm sure, are wanting to start nonprofits. But what was the reasoning behind you starting your nonprofit?
Yes, thank you for that. It was a mission that chose me. I didn't choose it, it chose me. And what I mean by that is growing up, I saw my mom, after my father passed away when I was 5, actually a day before their anniversary. And I saw my mother struggle to raise my brother and I on a teacher's salary. There would be days he would come home, I would come home and the lights would be off. I heard her begging the repo man not to take the car. And there were times she was trying to get money, like just a $200 loan. He would spend double that in interest, these payday loans, just to make it ends meet. And there were guys who were interested in my mom, but, one was asking weird questions about me, and she just put off the whole dating scene altogether. And so she really was trying to make it on her own, and I saw that struggle. But, by the grace of God, we were able to get me into college. She was the one that got me to sign up for the military because she said, honey, I ain't got it. And you need it once a month. You need money for school. And so at 17, in August 84, raised my hand.
Oh, wow.
And with her permission, she signed for me to join the military.
And it's been
34 years later, retiring.
Wow.
Yes.
So that's what your foundation is all about, is helping parents.
Yes. So we help single working parents with household expenses. And especially the month of August, just coming off of that, now that we're in September, we call that our Educational Initiative Month, because I remember sitting in that dorm room not knowing, with my mother, and we're not knowing how I was going to pay for tuition. I don't know how we got that far, but my grandmother was able to come in with the money. Oh, wow. But everyone doesn't have a relative that can write a check. And so we really want to reach back and help those parents. So Educational Month, August is a big educational month for us, where we give out scholarships. And we were blessed to give out about $15,000 to Howard nursing students. Wow. Yes, this past month in August. Wow. As well as we helped with the MEAC SWAC Challenge. We went to Jackson State and gave out a book stipend. South Carolina State, shout out to my mom's alma mater in South Carolina. And other, ways to help, school supplies, book supplies, things to really just help a single parent get over that bridge.
Got it. Yeah. So you've got something else tied with the Apparent Miracles.
Yes, ma'am.
Beauty and the Beach, which I'm going to call is like the next Essence, but spiritual. It's like the Essence Festival, but for your soul. It's really that big. I'm so shocked at how big it's getting. Guys, I've been a few times, and we'll actually be going this year, but it's like a vacation for your soul, and you get to connect with so many wonderful people, and it's real connections, and it's like camp a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yes,
it's like camp. Can you talk to that or speak to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Beauty and the Beach is beauty, skin, and soul deep. So it's beauty about how are you feeling on the outside, your hair, your makeup, your clothes, all that stuff, but also soul deep, what's going on the inside, because the smile has to come from within. Yeah. So we have a whole weekend planned for we call them girlfriends. It's a girlfriends getaway weekend. That's why Toni and I have been on a few of these, and she's been an amazing presenter and helping us get our hair, our crowns in order. And it's workshops, it's those moments. We have a rooftop party where you just kind of shake off all that stress Friday night, get it out of your system, because you just want to lift yourself, get those.
Can I just say that's my favorite part? that freedom, that level of freedom that we had. Yes. And it was just like no one cared. No one cared about anything. Right. We just let go, and everyone was dancing. Yes. Not just like 2 or 3 people. We had a DJ. Yes. We had an MC. Yes. We had lights. We had everything. And we had the whole rooftop to ourselves. Yes. And it was large. It was amazing.
Yes. And even though girlfriends came from all around the country, they started out as strangers to each other, but by the end of that night, we were all bonded for life. you
Yes.
know, and that's what I love about it. And you
Well, how
know,
do you say they support the show too?
Yes,
I get all the messages. I even got some free stuff from them. I'm like, oh wow, this is
Yes,
nice.
that's what it's
Shout out to
about.
Barb.
Yes.
I love Barb, but there's so many
Yes.
people that you connect with, and these are real people that you will eventually have, you know, long-term friendships with, and that's just, it's more like a sisterhood, honestly.
Yeah,
But
but
it's good.
and the inspiration, believe it or not, was me looking in a Sports Illustrated magazine. I saw the swimsuit editions, and I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if an average everyday girl could have her own glam squad
Yeah.
and get in a nice swimsuit or cover up, depends on your comfort level, right? And take a picture like that. And so that's why we have those cover model shoots during the weekend. And the women feel amazing because they have their own glam squad.
Yeah.
And even a model coach. They got
model
you,
coach,
had
yep.
you for the
For
hair to
hair,
help
yeah.
them, right? You
Yeah.
know? And then we end the weekend with the Wisdom Bench, which is that multi-generational conversation that every woman needs to have with somebody who's in the next decade. So for me, because I'm in the 50-something, I would talk to someone who's in their 60s.
Give me something for, I'm in my 40s. Give me some wisdom, 50. Give me some of your
Okay.
your 50 wisdom. What's your advice for me? Okay, or your younger self.
Yeah, I
Give me
would say
something.
they're younger me. They're younger you.
Yeah.
Right. 50s are fabulous. And I don't just say that because I'm here, but I really, you know, because I used to think, man, they're 50-something. But when you come into your 50s, you come into a new level of confidence. For years, I did have low self-esteem. And I think self-esteem is something that people deal with. It's just where do they sit in your car of life. I learned to put low self-esteem in the back seat.
There you go.
Right? And so
In the kid seat, in the trunk.
in the trunk maybe, and maybe drag along, you
Right.
know. And so I learned to walk with more confidence and believe in myself because I had to realize that I have to learn to love me and to become my own fan. I had to become famous to me. And walking into my 50s, I was not so much second guessing myself. I was more sure of myself. I think by 50, you're kind of been in your career, so you kind of know what you're doing around that space. But also as a parent, you're starting to see the fruits of your labors. Your kids are becoming young adults. You become an empty nester. Hallelujah. No, I'm just kidding.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yeah, but you get that confidence. And so I would say to you, just keep moving, you know, because you're in a great moment. 40s are awesome too.
Are they?
Yeah,
I
they
feel
are.
like it's the brokest of the broke. Like, you know what I mean? Because you got you're supporting your parents, but you're also supporting college-age children. In fact, I
Yes.
saw this graph that showed it ticks up like that, and then 40 go back down, and then it goes back up in 50s. But I really do. I feel like we spend the most amount of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's coming out. I
Yeah.
mean, because you really are in that space. You know, some kids are still coming through high school and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You're also maybe figuring out relationships a little bit
Yeah,
still
too,
because
yeah.
we're getting married a little later in life as well. And like I said, that 40s for me, I was scattered. I was working here, I was doing this, I was volunteering in this
Yeah.
organization, coming home 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. As I'm saying, what's good?
Ooh.
What's up with that?
Mm-mm.
You know?
I pass. Can I skip 40s? I just want to look like I'm 40, but in my 50s. You know, the mental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Ms. Melanie Williams, are you ready
Yes, ma'am. Bring it on.
for random questions? Ba, 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 ba. All right. Okay, so I know who you love, and it's Beyonce. So this is a Beyonce question. What's your go-to karaoke song that brings out your inner Beyonce?
Ooh.
Or it could be a dance song too.
And I love Beyonce because you made a beautiful wig for me. That helped
We're gonna have to
me.
take a picture so you guys could
Yes,
actually see.
You have got to see. She's just that fabulous with that. I love so many songs from her. And they kind of, because she's so timeless, they change over the years. But, you know, Break My Soul is just, it's an anthem. I mean, her songs, so many of her songs just become anthems. And so Break My Soul is definitely one of them.
So you would do a little jig to that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. speaking of jig, if you could only choose one dance move to do for the rest of your life, the rest, this is your go-to.
Okay, the two-step.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Okay, how about the prep?
The she said the prep.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Because that was college. Shout out to
Yes.
USC, all my Gamecocks out there. Yes.
I heard that you were homecoming queen, right?
I was.
Yeah. Was it
Yes.
1989?
87.
87.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Good
ma'am.
looking out. Good looking
Yes,
out.
ma'am.
All right. So you're on a desert island.
Mm-hmm.
You can only choose one TV series box set, meaning Cheers or Seinfeld or Living Single or Cosby Show or Different World. Which box set could you live with? Like, this is the only thing you're going to be watching on this desert island.
Oh my gosh. And so we're not talking about current shows or anything.
No, just give me anything.
I'm vibing on Bel Air.
Ooh,
I am
that's a really good
loving
show.
that show.
Yes.
I mean, it's like got everything in there. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like, when something's relevant to you, it just speaks to you in such a deep way.
Yeah.
And so they really have the family drama.
I really like the fact that they're not doing those like regular black people tropes. Like, it's like, okay, she's not the dingy valley girl, all
Yeah.
right, and the it's not just a drug dealer or you know what I mean. Like, it's just it's layered.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So Bel Air for you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if you had to pick a rapper, right, to narrate a day in your life, who would this rapper be?
Okay, so now you're dating me because there are rappers that I think the rappers that I grew up with, I can understand.
Listen,
I'm not
it's
hating on
okay.
any of the current rappers. My girls love you guys. LL Cool J.
Really? Why? Because he licks his lips a
What
lot?
he's saying?
He's like, just having a good day. Jingle it, baby. Is that why?
Yeah.
Tell the truth. Shame the devil. I love it. Okay, so which emoji best captures your mood? What do you use?
It's all about the hands.
So the praise hands or the yes hands?
Yes, hands, praying hands. I'm always in prayer mode too. So both of those. Can I give you two answers for one question?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. The praying hands emoji
Uh-huh.
and the happy hands.
Okay, I'm here
Yes,
for it.
Yes.
Going into your law, if you can make one law that everyone had to follow,
Ooh.
right? But it had to be something kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
What would you choose?
Love one another.
That's not fun.
It is, because when you love, you can love people and it blows their mind.
I thought like wearing pink on Tuesday or something.
Okay, let me
No.
find another one. Let's see. If we're not loving, let's see.
But I do like that. It's the kumbaya. We can go with love. That's a strong one though.
Yeah. I like smiling. You gotta smile.
Yeah.
Smile.
Okay.
Smile through it.
All right. Okay.
Smile your way through it.
Gotcha.
Till it comes out.
If you were a superhero, okay, what is your superhero gift? And maybe a name. I don't know. I'm kind of into DC comics and that kind of stuff. So used to work with Warner Brothers. Shout out to them.
All right.
Yeah.
My superhero. I like Wonder Woman.
Ooh.
If I'm answering this correctly.
Okay.
Cause
So you just want to change really fast. You want to change clothes.
I want to change clothes fast. I want to fly and get from point A to point B because I tend to leave late wherever I'm trying to go. So that would allow me to
get there super fast.
Yeah, get there super fast and be on time.
Okay. Here's a question I ask everyone. And you got to think about this one.
Okay.
What trend do you want to go away? You want to say hell to the no. Get out of here. This trend is crazy. We're over it.
Ooh.
What's the trend? Because I got plenty. You want to pick from my list?
Yeah, give me a menu.
BBLs, lace fronts, baby hair, these creeper crawlers on your lashes, skinny jeans on men. Wait, I gotta see if anybody sagging. I mean, I can go on.
Sag Harbor, yep.
I don't want to see.
I like all of those. I can pick the curly lashes, the ones that curl up 2 and 3 times and knee rollers. Yes.
The knee rollers. She's got jokes, guys.
Oh no.
She'll be here all night. I love it. I love it. I love it.
We want to see those eyes.
We want to see. Oh, that's
We
a very
know
popular.
enhancement, but some eyes.
Okay, this is my second to last question. If you had to swap jobs with any celebrity for a day, who would it be?
I admire Michelle Obama.
Oh, your twin. Got it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I identify with her more than anybody, because she had girls just like I had girls. They were practically the same age, and they still are the same age. How about that?
Yeah.
And I just admire how she carried herself, and people have always thought I looked like Michelle. Michelle, what do you think? And I hope to meet her one day.
Yeah, you will, with all the stuff that you got going on. We just met Obama, right?
Ooh, that's right. We were
Shook
there.
hands and everything.
We were there.
That was really nice.
Yes, it was.
My final question is at the end, right? You're going to see God, if that's who you believe in, pearly gates. What do you hope he says to you and why?
Definitely well done.
Okay.
I want him to have been pleased with what I did here on earth. I want to leave nothing undone that he has asked me to do, or to be the impact that he has wanted me to be. Because when I do his will and I do what he has told me to do, I'm unstoppable. And he gets the glory. And when he's lifted up, then he draws everybody. And that's all we're here for. We're here for his glory. We're here to do what he has called us to do. Otherwise, we're a hot mess.
Ain't that the truth?
Yes. And so that's my goal, my job, my dream.
I love it.
Yes.
Well, Melanie Williams, thank you for coming in. I love you so very much. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Apparent Miracles. That's one of my nonprofit. That's my baby. You can find me at melanie.william-10. It's hard to figure that out on Instagram. But just look for me on Apparent Miracles. With 1P for the single parents. We love to help.
Yeah, I love it. And don't forget, Beauty and the Beach is
November 3rd through 5th. We're going to be at Wild Dunes Resort in my hometown,
Yay!
Charleston, South Carolina, at the Isles of Palm. So all of you Charlestonians, y'all come hang with us and get on the plane. Spirit has some cheap flights.
Yeah.
Really, it's a transformation.
If you're in Atlanta, you can just drive.
Yeah, 5 hours and you're there.
Yeah, and you're there. And how do they sign up for that?
They can go to parentmiracles.org. And they can look for the BATB tag that stands for Beauty and the Beach, and they can sign up right away. We love to see you.
It's like Essence Fest, guys, with a little bit of soul and a little bit of a camp vibe. It's very connecting.
Yes, it's a highly curated experience just for you.
Very curated. Yes. I mean, it's very, very well done. Like, you don't want for anything. Literally. It's just so many surprises. I love it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Melanie, for coming in. Guys, if you love what you see here, don't forget to like, share, and comment. And also, if you want to get in contact with us directly, don't forget, you can always reach out to us via email at info@smittyand.com. Again, that's info@smittyand.com. Until next time, guys, take care of one another.